Hey everyone, what is going on? It's Colin C back with the Crypto Boys, and I have got a great one for you, and I want to let you know why you have always been right about Cardano. So please sit back and relax and enjoy this video. I think you guys are going to like it. For all of you that have been with me in Cardano for over a year, at a year, whatever the case may be for you, or maybe just in it 6 months, or maybe like Joe, just in it a couple months, there's a couple things that I think are very important that I want to go over and why you have always been right. Number one is that you have always believed that this was a project that will take, that you have always believed that this project will eventually get you to where you want to be in your crypto journey. Cardano is not one to sleep on. It has slept on us for a little while, but if you recall and you look back at the chart, which we will take a little peek into the chart, but it sleeps and it kind of does its own thing, not in comparison to the market. Yeah, the ebbs and flows of it can be, somewhat mimicked in the market, but a lot of run-ups, a lot of run-downs and things like that go differently than the market. And the reason why you get in Cardano is not because of 2022, even though it was our fifth pick because we think it's so undervalued for your top coin in 2022. But you didn't get in it for 2022. You got in it for 2025. You got in it because of its use case. You got in it because of Charles Hoskinson. You got in it because of the community, the biggest and best and baddest community in all of crypto. And there's no one that can argue that. You know that it's the biggest and best community in all of crypto. Okay, so a couple things that I want to get into today, and we'll kind of do a rundown of the whole list of them. First thing I want to do, let's get into the charts. So in the chart right now, I'm not a chart expert by any means, but I have been picking up a few things. I've been kind of taking this chart class lately that's been helping out. But this chart in I'm on the 4-hour chart. The thing that I want to look at the most and the level of resistance that I think is going to be very important coming up is going to be about that 175 mark. So this mark here, that 175, how do we get this trend to come up to this level? Because if you remember correctly, 175 was not only a big barrier to go below, it was also one to go above about a year ago, however long ago that was. And I think if we can stay above 175 and keep trading through this bull run as we move on, we're going to only skyrocket from there. Cardano, in my opinion, is one of, if not the most undervalued coin or undervalued project in all of crypto. And I don't mean price wise, I mean simply ecosystem wise. I mean by institutional investors. It has not been shown the love that it should be shown and that it could be shown. So your bet is 100% safe when it's in Cardano. It is the one project that I have that I don't even really look at anymore. It's my biggest holding by far, but I don't even look at it anymore. I don't care about the price. I don't worry about the price. I kind of check my phone every once in a while. I'll check my Voyager app where I keep most of it, and sometimes I'll throw some on the ledger, but for the most part, I keep it on my Voyager app for right now. And it's just something that's never worried about me. Even when it's sunk down to $1.06 recently, it's nothing that is worried about me because of the way this project is going to move forward. Jumping into CoinMarketCap real quick, there is just a couple things I want to point out here on CoinMarketCap. We got a just switched on me there, but $52 billion market cap, which I think has a lot of room to run, especially with the ecosystem and the use cases that are coming onto Cardano. Forget Sunday Swap, forget all that for right now. It is the ability and it is its magnitude of where it can go in the future. Sunday Swap is huge. It's going to be great, but there are going to be some issues. There are going to be some pullbacks. So I did want to get into at least a little bit of CoinMarketCap and the price of where it can go. So we got up to like 157 today, and honestly, that is still way undervalued. I have started dollar cost averaging even more into Cardano over the last month or so. I'm pretty much done with where I'm at, but 150 is a great price for this project in my opinion. It is a safe bet. It is a bet that you can sleep on it. You can sit it there. You never have to worry about it. And I think that Cardano will eventually get its time in the sun. I don't know if any of you guys caught Charles's last interview, or his latest interview. I do want to go over it real fast. If you guys want to watch it, it's right here. This is 100% worth watching, but I watched the majority of it, about an hour of it this morning, and I think it's something to get into. But I do want to recap a couple things he said that I think are very important and why this project is eventually going to explode, and it's probably going to be in 2022. Number one is the ability to build on Cardano. Cardano is going to be able to build other businesses. It's going to be able to have their community built on them. I mean, Charles even goes into doctors, lawyers, plumbers, whomever, can use Cardano and start using its use case sooner and faster. I cannot stress how important that's going to be for the community and your everyday person into crypto versus everybody just looking at a project that has to be massive or you have to have an incredible amount of money or backing. It's going to be built for the everyday person as well. So I just thought that was a side note that I think is going to be very important, that they're going to make it available to everyone. Charles also went over that he's going to start having micro summits. So these micro summits are going to include some NFT projects, some, metaverse type projects, and just some other things to get the community involved to where they start expanding and everybody can use it, and keeping this decentralization at a total and all-time high while we keep moving these things. Because as you guys know, the bigger crypto gets, the more institutional money moves in, things like that, the less decentralized it happens. Not with Cardano, at least not to Charles. At least that's not what Charles is mimicking. I also like how to build a DApp on Cardano and to really get fully immersed in their ecosystem, you're going to have some maturity. You're going to have some sort of almost use case and some sort of kind of vetting process to be able to get you in. He doesn't want just anybody. He wants someone that's truly matured, truly has shown love for Cardano to be building on top of Cardano, which I think is super important. So you get out all the FUD, you get out all the scammers and things like that. That's another reason why Cardano has done what it has done in such a short amount of time as far as price action goes and as far as the coin stability has been. If you listen to any interviews Charles does, he is always about community. You cannot say that with other projects like Cardano. Cardano's size and where it's going to go is very hard to stay with that community in its core strength. Like I've always said, he thinks about us and he thinks about where we're going to go and how we're going to utilize Cardano in the future, not just some huge VCs rolling in or anything like that. So I think that's important. In that same talk, Charles even goes over like the things like eToro, who was throwing out a little bit of FUD on them, even though they banned it in some countries, didn't ban it in others, whatever. eToro is like a tenth of the size of BitSwap, who of course picked up Cardano with like in the same week or whatever it was. So you have to realize that there's going to be FUD running around, especially when this Sunday swap goes live, I think on January 20th. You got to realize that there may be people trying to throw everything you can at the Cardano platform to try to bring it down. Told you it was slow, told you it doesn't work. There's going to be problems, there's going to be issues. They're telling you that right now, but there's nothing they won't fix and won't be on top of, and they're not expecting. So understand that it's going to be fine. Understand what you've bought and where you're at with Cardano, and that they're working for you behind the scenes. I want to start finishing this kind of video up of just where Cardano was, what I'm thinking, just kind of off the cuff a little bit, off my mind of where, it's great to see it go up, but, you do have a couple catalysts here. I'm going to get in just back into the browser here. So Cardano prices surge on Sunday Swap Dex catalyst. I think obviously that's huge. That's important. No doubt about it. You might see a little dip, you might not, depending on where that goes on the 20th. But again, this is something that we've known was going to happen and we know was going to be taken off correctly. You're only, in my opinion, you should only see Cardano keep going up because it is so undervalued. Even in comparison to the market, it has been beat down worse than any other project, and there's really not much of a reason for it other than probably getting off people's mind and kind of being that boring stable coin look to it. So Sunday Swap will launch as a fully functionalized beta DEX on Cardano. As tweeted by Sunday Swap Labs, the moment we've all been waiting for has finally come. We're excited and proud to share Sunday Swap, and the ISO will be launching on the evening of Thursday, January 20th. It's huge. It's coming. It's making it work. You can already see, obviously we already went over price, but you can already see the price action. I believe that this is only going to go up. It's only going to be good for Cardano. You're going to see some pullbacks. You're going to see some issues with it. It's fine. Calm down. Know what you bought. Most of us have been in this project for a long time and have been even nibbling away at getting more as we move on. Next, I want to go over next article that I thought was important was Cardano is a better bet than Bitcoin and Ethereum right now. I don't love comparing, this to that all the time in crypto, but Cardano, in my opinion, is a better bet than them because of how undervalued it is. That's why it made our video from yesterday, our top 2022 projects that could make you a millionaire. And I think Cardano has been beaten down so much that if you pick it up in the dollar range, especially right now, I mean, there's no reason why this project can't be $6, $7, $8 by the end of this bull market, maybe even more than that. And that's more of on the conservative end. I'll tell you where I plan to sell mine or start chipping away at selling mine here in a second. To finally wrap this video up, I do want to talk about what I'm doing with my Cardano, and then I want to get into a couple other things Charles said. So with my Cardano, I do plan to sell about and get my cost basis out at about $4 to $5, somewhere in that range. I will update you guys once I do that, just to let you know for full transparency. But I'm not just going to hodl it forever. You know, you do have to sell it and then you have to get back in. But that's not this video. I'm just letting you guys know for full transparency. That's when I'll probably start selling some off and taking some profits, because you have to take profits. You have to. I cannot stress how important that is. I want to get into some important things that Charles has said and Charles has done, especially in that video that talks about where Cardano is right now and where he plans to see it go in the future. Here's a quote by Charles that I thought was very, very cool after watching. It was about, I don't know, about an hour in or so. He said, and I quote, "Every single contingency has been considered." What he means by that is Cardano is a well-oiled machine on its own. If he dies, it's been considered. If the USA completely crashes and no more crypto trading and proof of stake and proof of work goes out the window, it's been considered. If a meteor comes and hits the United States or hits the world, it's been considered. So everything he's done has set us up for well into the future. And that is something that's like, hey, you're going to hold that near and dear to your heart, because they are looking out for you. They're looking out for our best interests as the investor and as a community. Lastly, he answered a question that I thought was really cool, and this is something I'm going to end you on, that I just thought it was cool and just shows his character. It shows where he's been, where he's going to go with this project, and his ideas on it. He said that if Avalanche's strategies and the way they run things make Cardano better, if Cardano's strategies make them better and make this better and that better, all of crypto comes together and gets better. It's not an us versus them thing. Everybody always thinks of Cardano versus this, or Avalanche versus this, or Solana versus this, or Ethereum versus this. He's like, it's not that way. It's that everybody can grow together and they can make all of crypto better. It's kind of like the Starbucks, it's kind of like the Starbucks method. It's like, even though there's a Starbucks on every corner, that doesn't mean another coffee shop won't thrive there. It's because the more people that travel there, the more people that get coffee there, the busier that space is, the more people drinking coffee, the more customers you have. It's not like, oh, I'm the only coffee shop in town, it's only me that's going to work. No, the more people you bring there means the more business for everyone. And that is what Charles is looking at. He doesn't care about price. He knows exactly what they've built. He knows exactly where they're going. And I think that is why Cardano eventually in the end will win. And it will continue to do the things it has done for the last 4 or 5 years. A couple of reminders. We've got our giveaway coming up. We're just at about 600 subscribers, so that's going by really quick. We do appreciate it. And everything we do, we're getting on here for you guys. We're getting on here to try to help you, to try to teach you our own crypto journey of where we're going. We're two normal guys, completely invested into crypto, and we just want to share what we're doing, and hopefully if it works for us, we're hoping it's going to work for you. We don't have big crazy bags of money laying around or anything like that. We're spending our own time helping normal people, and that's what we want to do. That is our 100% goal of this channel. So if you like that kind of stuff, we really would hope you to at least consider subscribing. If not, understand, watch the video, like the video, don't like the video, get some good news out of it, throw some comments down. We just do appreciate you guys watching us and giving us this opportunity to be in front of you. And as always, guys, we do love that you guys come to watch the fittest crypto channel on YouTube. I am out.